Joseph. I'm the founder of AGA Associates, and we're always looking to like collaborate with like-minded individuals, especially those in the industry, because we just feel as if as an interior designer, your company has so much to offer. So feel free to tell me a little bit more about your company.
Right, so my company is called I Love This Place, and I came up with this name because that's literally what I wanted people to say and feel when they walk into a space that I've created, which is I love this place. It's something that I say all the time when I walk somewhere I like. And so I started my company and I wanted to do interior design from the perspective of mental health, where I create interiors that not only look good, but they're also good for you. And this stemmed from my own personal experience when I dealt with mental health issues and I was at the lowest of the low. And I realized how my environment and changing my environment around me, my immediate built environment, helped me heal and helped me get out of bed and helped me go throughout the house and gave me purpose. And then when lockdown hit, again, I was stuck in the house and I thought, God, I like what I see and thank God for that. And that is helping me get through this. So it's something that I just wanted to share with others, and just make sure they realize that, there's so many things we can't control in this life. We can't control what others do. We can't control the weather. We can't control so many millions of things. But most of us have at least a little bit of control when it comes to our personal space, our homes, our interiors, even if it's
Completely
just a little bit.
agree. Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's, you know what I really like about this conversation is the fact that your company was literally grew out of a situation that required a need and a solution. So the fact that you're trying to create something that, orbits around inclusive design, this is something that really, you know, it's very sentimental to me, especially due to the fact that we work on various community centers, early years schools, and also various schools and, hospitality projects. It just means that you're engaging with individuals that have a priority of creating some sort of inclusive design that is sustainable. And, we need more individuals like this. This is why, having conversation with yourself, it's just meaningful. But tell me a little bit more about, like, say, little strategies that you utilize in order to, put together your design, so the public, especially on this podcast, will be able to hear a little bit more about you.
Yeah, no, I always start any consultation with asking people how they want to feel in the space and what are their needs from an emotional level. There are some people who get really stressed, they have such stressful jobs, they want to come home and just feel like, when you walk in your home and you just exhale and you're like, oh,
Oh,
I'm home.
no, totally.
That's a magical feeling. And sometimes you don't have that. And I asked them, okay, you want to feel that. Why do you feel you don't have that? What's the first thing you see when you walk through the door? When you put that key in the door and you open the door, what's the first thing you
That is
see?
such a powerful question, very powerful question. Like some people are sometimes obsessed with the destination, but sometimes with architectural design, it's about the journey to get to that
Absolutely.
destination and the experiences that people feel along the way. That sometimes is more meaningful than the actual place they need to go. Don't get me wrong, destination is great, but the journey is as important, So yeah, feel free to tell me more about some of your strategies in regards to that.
100%. I think you can't get to your destination properly. You're not going to get where you want to get to if you don't think about the journey. And this is an exercise that I ask, it's my strategy, if you will, the exercise that I ask clients to do. In your own time at home, literally just close your eyes and do an imaginary tour of your house. From the second you walk in and you go through every room, or from the second you wake up, what do you see? And just consciously think about all the things that you see and how they make you feel. Because sometimes, we have this, I don't know, this feature wall that we inherited with the house, and we don't really like it, but whatever, it's there, we just leave it. We can't be bothered to change it. But that every day is annoying you. It just becomes such an ingrained part of your daily home experience that you think, oh, I'm just going to put up with it. But change it. It's bothering you. Put it on the list. What else? Walk to the next room. How do you feel in here? How would you like to feel? And then once we go through all of these things, we come up together with solutions for all of them. So you walk in your hallway and it's messy. It makes you feel agitated. What do you have? A red feature wall and shoes all over the place. Okay, so we need to change these colors. We need to find storage solutions that people will actually proactively use them and want to use them because they're easy. Okay, what's the next thing? You walk into your kitchen. Do you feel like it's not easy for you? You get annoyed because you have nowhere to put your bags and you just leave them on the floor, but it's annoying that they're on the floor. It's just walking through and consciously thinking about your home and how you feel using your home. Like, what's the user experience in your own home? Because that's what makes you feel in a certain way, and then it makes you behave in a certain way. And then I also ask people, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And does your home help you become that person? You might want to be someone who exercises. I want to exercise every day. But okay, where's your yoga mat? Do you have access to it? Is it somewhere you have a designated corner that it's easy to get to, your stuff is there, and you can just get straight on it? Or is it somewhere on top of a cupboard in the back with bags in the front?
This is it.
All of these things.
But it's very interesting. Sometimes a lot of clients, they just need to be asked the right type of questions in order to get the right type of response. And sometimes it's almost like trying to create some sort of like map, like roadmap from A to B with a series of questions that allows them to literally, progress the project in a seamless manner. And at the same time, these series of questions, they assist the client to almost feel as if they are part of that journey. So for us, as an architectural practice, we don't like to assume that we know everything. We like to ask those important questions just to tease out some of those nuances, get an understanding of, say, for example, if it's like a couple, what's the relationship like? What do you like? How do you experience the space? And then go to the other person and ask them, how do they experience the place? And then, because they may not have actually had that conversation, and then suddenly there's a surprise when we start going through some sort of like look and feel in the design, and they've got two different narratives rather than an immersive approach. Okay, so we've had many scenarios whereby we've talked to one partner and they've talked about how they would really like to engage with the children in a very particular way, be able to see what the children are laughing at around the corner of some of these exhibition spaces, or some of these say theater rooms or in-house cinemas and things like that. It's all about the experience, isn't it? It's absolutely. Everybody's experience is different from the next clientele, and that is one thing that we really like to hang our hat on. And we like to be known for listening. We have a saying, we don't like to assume a thing. We like to digest, listen, and then find out how we can work to your parameters. And, from there, create a meaningful design, that has limited amount of surprises, because nobody likes surprises, and a true value for what they're trying to really, try to get some sort of like true value of what their true vision of what they're trying to aim for. So, with that said, because we're going to have to wrap up soon, but what we will do, here's your window of opportunity. Feel free to tell the audience a little bit about your company, where to find you, and, this is your moment. Feel free to tell them.
Perfect.
Where can they find
you? Right. So my company is called I Love This Place. My website is ilovethisplacedesigns.com. I'm on Instagram, I Love This Place by Raluca, which is my name. And I'm all about creating interiors that are not only good to look at, but they're also good for you and help you become the person you want to be.
Excellent. I can't express. That was well said. So anybody who wants to reach out to Raluca, feel free to get in touch with AGA Associates. We're more than happy to make recommendations of her fabulous work that she has done. And you know what? We would love to have her again. So Raluca, feel free to give them a wave goodbye.
Thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Okay.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.